We open in 1999, and it's a scene that hits you like a freight train. Picture Petey Shelburne, played by Adam Scott, stumbling into a dusty pawn shop, looking like he's seen a ghost. He's clutching this creepy wind-up toy monkey with a drum, blood smeared on his hands. His face screaming, panic. He's begging the shop owner to take this thing off his hands, saying, when it bangs its drum, everybody's screwed. The owner's not having it, brushing it off like, I don't want that stupid monkey. Petey snaps, don't call it stupid. Before they can argue more, that monkey's drum starts banging on its own. Out of nowhere, a harpoon gun on the wall fires. Bam! The shop owner's skewered, blood everywhere. Petey bolts into the night, leaving that cursed toy behind. It's a wild, gory opener that sets the tone. This ain't your average horror flick. Now we slide back a bit, still in the late 90s, and we meet young Hal and Bill Shelburne, twin brothers, both played by Christian Convery. They're about 13 living, with their single mom, Lois, played by Tatiana Maslany. Their dad, Petey, split years ago, and the boys are curious, digging through his old stuff in a closet. Hal finds this robin's egg blue hat box labeled like life. Inside, that same damn monkey with its creepy grin and dead eyes. Hal, being a kid, winds the key on its back. Nothing happens at first, so they forget about it. Later, they're out with their babysitter, Annie, at a hibachi restaurant, having a laugh. The monkey's in the car, out of sight. Then, you hear it. Those drums start banging. At the restaurant, the hibachi chef's showing off, flirting with Annie when his spatula slips. In one brutal, absurd moment, Annie's head's sliced clean off, lands on the grill, sizzling, coolful. The boys are frozen. The room's screaming. It's gory, it's ridiculous, and it's got that dark comedy edge, like a twisted cartoon come to life. Back home, the brothers are reeling from this nightmare. Bill's the aggressive one, always pushing. Hal around, who's quieter, more thoughtful. At school, Bill gets his buddies to gang up on Hal, mocking him for carrying that creepy monkey. Hal's had enough and, in a fit of anger, winds the monkey's key again. Half hoppin', it'll take Bill out. Big mistake. That night, they're home with Lois, who's bucking a cake. The monkey's drums start up, faint but eerie. Suddenly, Lois grabs her head, blood pouring from her face, and drops dead. What's later called a boomerang aneurysm. It's devastating. At her funeral, Bill's sobbing, trying to wake her, while Hal's drowning in guilt, thinking he caused this. He rips the monkey apart, piece by piece, and tosses it, hopping, that's the end. This scene's a gut punch, not just for the gore, but for the raw pain of losing their mom. The boys get sent to Casco, Maine, to live with their Aunt Ida and Uncle Chip, played by Sarah Levy and Osgood Perkins himself. They're trying to move on, but the trauma's still raw. Then, out of nowhere, the monkey's back, fully intact, like it's taunting them. Bill, still skeptical, winds the key despite Hal's warnings. Bad call. They're on a campin' trip with Uncle Chip, who's telling stories by the fire. The monkey's drums kick in, and suddenly, a herd of wild horses storms through, trampling Chip into what one review called chunky salsa. It's over the top, absurd, and somehow hilarious. The boys realize this thing's unstoppable. They chain the monkey's box shut, chuck it down a well, and pray it's gone for good. This scene nails the film's mix of horror and that Wile E. Coyote energy Stephen King loved about it. Jump forward 25 years to 2024. Hal and Bill, now both played by Theo James, are grown and barely talking. Hal's a loner, keeping his teenage son Petey, played by Colin O'Brien, at a distance, terrified the monkey's curse will get him. Bill's gone dark, obsessed with the monkey. We learn he paid a local weirdo, Ricky, to fish it out of the well years ago. Hal gets a call from Bill saying their Aunt Ida just died in a freak accident, fell through her basement stairs, got fishhooks in her face, and lit her head on fire before impaling herself on a for sale sign. Yeah, this movie's wild. Hal heads to Casco with Petey, feeling that sick dread the monkey's back. In Casco, Hal meets Barbara, a perky real estate agent handling Ida's house. She mentions weird accidents happening around town, like a woman exploding from electrocution in a motel pool. As they tour the house, Barbara opens a locked storage room and a shotgun falls, blowing her face off. Hal's left standing there, a piece of her finger in his mouth, in one of those grimly funny, what just happened moments. Hal knows the monkey's active, and he's got to stop it before more people die. Hal tracks the monkey to Bill, who's holed up in an old phone company building. Bill's unhinged, blaming Hal for their mom's death, thinking Hal wound the key to kill him. He's been winding the monkey, hopping to take Hal out, but the monkey doesn't play favorites. It kills randomly, sparing the person who winds it. Bill's got a sick plan. Let Petey wind the key to keep him safe, even if it means more random deaths. Hal's like, no way. Meanwhile, Ricky, obsessed with the monkey, pulls a gun, forcing Hal and Petey to Bill's place. Petey, under pressure, winds the key, and Ricky gets swarmed by wasps, stung to death in another insane kill. We're heading into the climax now, and it's pure mayhem. Hal storms Bill's place to save Petey. Bill's shaken, the monkey, trying to make it drum without winding, it hopping, to kill Hal. Instead, the monkey goes berserk, drums like crazy, and the whole town feels it. Fires, crashes, people dropping, everywhere. In a quiet moment, Hal gets through to Bill, saying, she was my mom too. They reconcile, sharing their grief and trauma. Bill reaches out, they shake hands, and for a second, they're brothers again. Then, the monkey drums one last time. A bowling ball with Lois written on it flies out of nowhere, crushing Bill's head. It's brutal, ironic, and fits the movie's unhinged vibe perfectly. The final scene has Hal and Petey driven out of town, the monkey in the car. They've accepted the curse. They'll keep it close to stop anyone else from winding it. The town's a mess. Plane crashes, burn-in, strollers, total carnage. Then this ghostly figure on a pale horse rides by, Death himself, straight out of the Book of Revelation. Hal just nods, like he's made peace with it. It's a strange, surreal end, hammering home the film's theme. Death comes for everyone, no matter what. They keep driven, and Hal tells Petey to go dancing, echoing Lois. Advice to live despite the grimness. The credits roll, and that's the movie.